In my 20s, I couldn't afford to put fuel in my car, contemplated bankruptcies for trying to achieve my financial goals. Here's what happened. I vividly remember the night where I had the choice between fueling £10 worth of petrol in my car to go to a job that I'd scheduled for the next day, or feeding myself. If you're in the 20s, let us know below the toughest financial challenges you're currently facing, especially those you think everyone should know about. I've been there, and I managed to generate not only one six-figure business, but multiple six-figure businesses while still in my 20s. With hindsight, here's exactly how I would do it if I was in those same shoes today. Let's dive right in. I'll start by prefacing that I'm not a financial advisor, and the content of this video is purely for entertainment purposes and also based on my experience on the topic. Your desire to achieve financial freedom while still in your 20s is absolutely applaudable. Having a vision, passion, setting goals, and working towards achieving them is not only physically rewarding, financially rewarding, but also spiritually rewarding as well. So let's start breaking down what I mean by six figures. In the context of this video, we'll refer to six figure as business revenue or income from self-employment. I'm a British resident, so for the context of this video, I'll either use the British pound or I'll use the USD. As we all know, the USD is a universal currency, so I'll refer to either one of them interchangeably. The reason for this video is purely to explain how you can get to six figure from a mathematical standpoint. So we'll break down the six figure further. So you want to reach 100,000 in the space of a year. So that's 25,000 in a quarter. You can also be 8,500 per month for 12 months, or we could be talking about £2,000 per week. Another way you might want to look at it is from a perspective of having one person paying you the whole 100,000, or you can have 100,000 people paying you the £1. Either approaches have their sets of advantages and disadvantages, but as a general rule, if you're trying to sell one person a product that is worth 100,000, you need to be a lot more skillful, experienced, as opposed to trying to sell 100,000 people a product that is worth £1. As a general rule, selling a product for £1 requires less effort and experience than selling a product that is worth £100,000. So from a mathematical standpoint, the way you should approach it is looking at two items: your living expenses and your base skill sets. Let's dive into living expenses. For example, I'll give you some scenarios, but if your scenario doesn't fall within the ones that I'm describing, I would encourage you to leave a comment and I'll make a video especially for you. Take Sarah as an example. She's a recent graduate and she's currently living with her parents to try and cut living expenses. And you have someone else like Tom as an example, who is balancing part-time work but is also flat sharing. Another scenario that I can look at is Aisha, who is working full-time already in IT support and she lives by herself. You may have someone else like Eli, who is a young parent already and is juggling between full-time work and managing a family. None of these scenarios actually prevent you from achieving your goal, but you need to be clear as to your current living expenses so that you can put in place a plan and a strategy to get you to where you want to be. Next thing you want to look at is your base skill set. What is it that you enjoy doing? What is it that you're good at? What is it that you're passionate about? Then you want to look in the marketplace to see, does any of those skills pay me anything in the economy? Not all skills are the same, and not all skills will take you from point A to point B. And for the vast majority of you, you probably don't know what you're good at. So we'll go with the assumption that all you have to bring to the marketplace is time and energy. You want industries that are trending up. The reason for that is, even if you're not good at what you're doing, the trend of the industry will keep you afloat. To narrow down the industry you're getting into for that very reason, it could be the difference between failure and success. The next thing you want to look at is the magnitude. How many people can you serve within that industry? Is it an industry that is only local, national, or is it an industry that can go international? So those two things are what you want to look at. Beside the industry trend, the next characteristics that is important about the industry is the size of the market. Is your market local, national, or international? Those are the two characteristics you want to look at. So trend and market size. There are two good books on the topic, and I'll leave the link in the comment below in case you would want to purchase them. There's a book by Naval Ravikant which talks about the multiple ways in which one could build wealth, and one quote that I love about the book is what he says around earn with your mind, not your time. The second book I would recommend as well is one by MJ DeMarco, and he's got a great quote which says, scale creates millionaire, magnitude creates millionaire, magnitude and scale create billionaires. So there'll be a link in the description below. So what you want is an industry that can provide scale and magnitude and the industry has to be trending up. So now let's identify some of these industries. You have industries that are capital intensive. That's essentially the barrier to entry. In these industries, you need to have a lot of money to get into them. Either you've inherited money, you're born to a rich family, which is not going to be for the majority of us. But if it's you, then all you need to do is put your capital to use and earn money in the form of interest, and you'll never have to work again. The next set of industries that make a lot of money is labor-intensive industries. So in these industries, you're using people's time to be able to achieve your goals. But again, you require some level of capital to get into these kind of industries. So the next best set that you probably want is a skill that pertains to the internet age, a skill that is transferable to the internet. We take examples: coding, you're looking at web designing, you're looking at cryptocurrency. The blockchain isn't going anywhere. I think that's an industry for the future, and a lot of companies are already making millionaires as we speak. So if you learn how that works, you can make a lot of money. But let's be honest, how many of us would want to code, would want to do a web design, or even understand anything related to crypto? So the next layer to this is what I call media. And media could be anything. It could be social media, it could be marketing, it could be vlogging, it could be podcasting, it could be blogging. Let me know your thoughts below on you entering any of these fields that I've just mentioned. So how did you get started? So what you want to do is find someone in your field that's already ahead of you, which you could learn from. You have websites such as internship.com, Chegg, Mentor Cruise, and all of these provide great mentorship and internship opportunities. Work for free if needed. All you need is a foot in the door. Other website I can also recommend is LinkedIn. It's a good one. Meetup.com is a good one. Just identify your ideal mentor. Where does he hang at? Reach out to him. Propose to work for him. I've got a script ready for you in case you need it. So once you have a foot in the door, the next thing you want to learn is the business of what it is that you're getting yourself into. It's not about passion at this point in time. It's about getting you from point A to point B and your desired goals. Use the rest of your available time to do research around your industry, around your business. You want to know the ins and outs of it. Do a lot of networking. Find communities with like-minded people that will push you to achieve your financial goals. You should know that reinvesting in yourself at this stage of your life will yield the biggest return over the course of your life. Keep working hard, day and night. And once you know enough, register a business and offer your service as a side business. But this time, you should be earning money from your original internship, and you would be having your side gig, which you're trying to grow. So use the income from your original businesses, get to pay someone to support and help grow your side business until it gets to the point that your side business can help support your living expenses and help you make the transition from your original gig into your side gig full-time. My goal was always to make enough money to be able to support my loved ones. And being able to do so in my 20s and hit six figures has been a huge enabler to that. It allowed me to grow as a person, not only financially, but also physically, spiritually, and as a human being. But knowing what I know now, I'll tell you is bloody hard work. There'll be no time for partying, there'll be no time for you to watch Netflix, probably be no time for you to date or even socialize until you hit those financial goals. In your 20s, you have abundant time and energy. Use it. Take calculated risk. Set goals, milestones, and work towards achieving them. You should have the mindset that there isn't such thing as failure, only learning opportunities. I recommend you watch this next video for a complete breakdown on how you can register your own company. Let us know in the comment below which of these industries you'll be going into in 2024 or your thoughts on the video. And don't forget to share and subscribe to the channel for more videos on how to leverage systems, businesses and relationships to make even more money.